up, guys? This is Casey's Raw again. Today, this is live video game hunting. This is the first thing I really done in 3 days. I've been cooped up in the apartment since actually 4 days since Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, today, so 3.5, 4. So I've been sick with bronchitis. So I was starting to feel a bit better late last night. So I was not feeling good all the last few days. I was with bronchitis. I was in horrible shape. But I'm a lot better today. We are definitely going to have Saturday is Raw unless something happens. Most like, God forbid, if my health take a dip again. Most likely I'll be going live tonight. I think we'll be talking about what's been going on with the WrestleMania picture. We can make our predictions, what's going to happen. So, yeah. But it's just good to get out. I like I said, I've been cooped up in the house for so long. I've been feeling warm. I was just, I've been feeling like dog shit lately. The weather, I was under the weather, not feeling great. But I'm 100 times better than I was the last few days. So I decided, hey, let's go have some fun. Wednesday was a pretty freaking bad day. I was sick off my ass. I started not feeling good in the morning, but I wanted to be more reliable with work, so I was like, I'm gonna just power through. After lunch, I decided, I didn't decide it, I was sick as hell. Like, I started just having coughing fits that I needed to go to urgent care and relax and go to the doctor. And what sucks, I was in urgent care probably for almost, I don't know, an hour and a half or so. I was definitely not feeling great. Let's do it this way. But yeah, I was definitely not feeling that great. I was feeling pretty shitty. It was bad. I'm still having coughing fits. Just like that. And I'm glad that I took people's advice that like getting Mucinex. But coughing up the crud. But Wednesday was really the worst day in a while. Like, I was feeling sick. Then I was in urgent care for a couple hours. And then I was waiting for a while for my freaking prescription to drop. Decided to... What's up, BR? Then decided I wanted to go when I thought my prescriptions were ready. I decided to go to, what the fuck is this guy? I thought this was the same dude earlier. But, I was just, sorry, I got distracted for a second. Oh, gosh. Still feeling like crap. Not as bad as I was, though. I don't want to go that way. I do want to go that way. But when I wanted to go get some Panera bread with, like, soup in a bread bowl, my car wouldn't start. I was like, well, it's got to be the battery because it wasn't powering up. So luckily, I had a buddy of mine help me and jump me. And then, I was finally able to go to Panera Bread. Panera Bread fucks my order up. They forgot to give me my soup and my broccoli cheddar, so I had to go in. I give to my car. It was dead again. Luckily, this time when I checked my the ports, I just moved a little bit and I got power, and I really hadn't had that problem again. But then I finally got my food, went to the CVS, got all my prescriptions ready, but no, they were not. But luckily, like, I just only had to wait about 5 minutes for them to finish the rest of them. Come home, eat. I've just been feeling warm for the last couple of days. Like, I didn't have a temperature, but I felt very warm. And out here, it's been warm though too, like in the 60s and 70s. But I've been putting my AC on to like 63, 64, and then getting the apartment cold. And then I got this big tower fan that my mom had that is very good. It takes out a bunch of air. Put that directly on me. So I was, for a couple days, I was feeling pretty freaking warm. So that didn't help. Then I was having body aches. I was having headaches, like crazy freaking headaches. Luckily, a lot of that's gone. Luckily, a lot of that is, like I said, luckily a lot of that's gone. I'm feeling a lot better. Still having coughing fits, and spitting up mucus. But I'm upbeat, and I know I'll be ready to go back to work on Monday. I feel bad because I didn't want to miss any time. I wanted to be more reliable. But I was sick as a dog. I couldn't go to work. I had bronchitis. They really fought to the point that I was so sick enough that they made me take an x-ray on my chest. Because they're like, well, we want to make sure you don't have pneumonia. And I took a COVID test beforehand, and it was negative. I made sure I do that before I even went to urgent care. And I was negative, and then they decided to do another COVID test on me, and other tests were checking for other things, and I was correct. I had bronchitis. The reason why I know that, because I get bronchitis so easily, that's insane. Like, if I get a cold and it gets really bad, usually that cold can easily turn into bronchitis for me. See, I started, and I think a couple of bronchitis. Lunch, I was sick as hell. A little bit better, but I also took, I guess I probably did this to my own, is that I probably mixed way too much meds. Like my morning meds, and the meds that they give me for bronchitis, and then probably take daytime was just way too much that I had throw up. And I think a piece of my fiber pill, a lot of it was just liquids. And the only 2 chunks looks like a little piece of fiber pills. That's what it looked like. So I've been a little bit more smarter this time around to spread out my meds. Like, I took my morning meds first. No, actually, I might have took the bronchitis meds first. And then I took my morning meds like an hour or so later. Then, like, probably daytime. On top, daytime and Mucinex after that. Just spread them apart, but I'm just glad to feel a lot better, even though I still do have this nasty cough. It's nice to get out of the apartment too. I've been cooped up in there, just watching YouTube all day. So, talking about YouTube, I was watching Mr. Beast's new video. It was a pretty good episode. It was about this one dude doing a challenge that he did a different challenge beforehand and he failed. And this is like testing his fears. And it was a good episode. I highly suggest it. See, I like at least Mr. Beast. He has at least all types of different content. While there's this one content maker, I forgot what his fucking name is, but at first I thought it was really good, but they were doing the same thing over and over and over and over. And they did this for years, apparently, where they're like, trying to get out of jail of a certain material, trying to get out of a jail made of wood or made of metal or whatever, made of ice. They kept on doing the same thing over and over and over again. I'm like, hold on, it was cool in that challenge, like, hey, the first person to get out of his jail is a good idea, but that content is only good for so long before it gets stale. And, like, give me something else. But while Mr. Beast, he always has something new. And he's always doing something different. And I ain't kissing the guy's ass. Well, actually, I gotta get it. Damn it. I fucked up. What's up, Talvish? Dude, I almost fucked up. I almost fucked up big time. But welcome, Talvish. I was going on a tangent and I almost totally forgot. Like I was on autopilot. That's something I like to talk about tonight. Is on Saturday is Raw, about the press conference and the fallout a little bit and our predictions for WrestleMania. So, but short answer, it was pretty good. What's up, TTSSYF? I'm doing better today. I'm doing a hell of a lot better today. I was been sick for about 4 days with bronchitis. I'm still sick, but I'm a huge chunk over it right now. So, no. I think it would be cool if they did. But I'm going to say, as Hollywood Rock now, I don't know what they're going to do with the Rock situation. But like I said before, that's something I would like to talk about on Saturday as Raw, because our predictions, what we're going to, for WrestleMania. I think I'm close to my old job site. Fuck them though, too. Because I would love to talk about it more, but I'd like to get other people's opinion, like the Rose, Kratos. I'd love to have also AJ, but it's known there's some beef between those two guys. And I hate for my buddies to not like each other. I just want to, all of us just get along and able to move on and able to have fun instead of bullshit. You know what I mean? Because I think AJ brings a lot to the picture, but he also causes a little bit of a issue. And I'm not going to say he's 100% guilty about that. It sucks. I just want all my buddies to get along and us have a good time and not causing no problems with anyone. Well, I guess I gotta stay in this lane. I hate going through the city. It's like, ooh, you gotta go this way, you gotta go that way. You wanna go this way? Where I'm heading is Bartlesville. This is where I was planning to do last weekend, but it got rained out, and I did not want to go to Bartlesville because it takes about an hour to go to Bartlesville. It seems like it's taking me through a lap around the city. What the hell's it going? What's it doing around here? Going to the city and I eat a lot of beaches. I know it's going to the country. That's it, normally. Well, I'm thinking about I definitely want to go to AEW that's coming here. Because I've been dying to go to AEW show. And I believe I will go do it. Running through my roads. I just want to just go on autopilot and just chat with you guys. Going through cities like this sucks because the roads are all wrapped around. It's just absolutely nuts. It literally just took me around, like, wrap around the city. Like, I just want to go to Bartersville. Make it easier. I guess next time I should just put GPS because it'd be a lot easier. But it is what it is. I'll be fine now. Let's see what we got coming up here. Do 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 do. I guess I gotta get out of this lane. Yeah, I gotta stay in this lane. They make it so hard. I hate this. They literally made me circle around the city just to go the direction I need to. What a load of horse shit. But I think I'm heading in the right direction. I believe so. See, I can't. That's the stanza. AJ's doing good. I hadn't seen him on Mikhail's show. He might be taking a break from doing podcasting. Shit. He might be taking a break from podcasting. I know he gets a little burnt out every once in a while. And I don't blame him. Yeah, YouTube is a bitch sometimes. Especially when censorship, God forbid you say certain things you want to talk about, but I think we'd be okay to talk mainly the way we want. Like the certain words that like some of the bigger YouTubers avoid because it caused them to be demonetized. Even though right now I'm not even able to be monetized right now. Eventually I'd be monetized. The way I was going for, I was thinking about in a year and a half I'll be monetized. But the last couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, my videos has not been doing that good. And I do not know why. I thought I had to pull out some ideas out of my ass to figure, hey, this might be a good idea for some views, and they're stinkers. Like, why am I, like when I was doing the Vectrex games, and I was looking up, everyone's been doing great on Vectrex. So I was like, hey, maybe I'll get some easy views. And that's just not the case right now. And I do not know why. It's like my views been tanking a lot lately. It's been like... The only thing that's been constantly doing good is the live views. Like, I think the one, gosh, I guess we were talking about the Vince McMahon situation, broke over 200 views. For live views, that's pretty freaking good for me. Oh shit, we got Gorilla Strong. What's up, my man? Talking about Gorilla Strong, I know he's into the Earthbound series. I need to get back playing Mother 3. You aren't picking up kids. Oh, come on. I'm video game hunting. Probably got another 40 minutes-ish, maybe 50 minutes of traveling over there right now. But I'm in talks with people enjoyed the me and Filthy Mouth Gamer. Yeah, no thank you. No, it's not worth it. That. I'm not willing to do that. Fuck that shit. Oh my god, Power Stone? For the Dreamcast, I'm sure that's pretty expensive. No BR, I don't play Tekken at all, really. The only fighter games I actually like is not even really Street Fighter that often, except Street Fighter 2. The Mortal Kombat series. I only think if I got the first one, the Mortal Kombat 1, so stupid they're rebooting it again. Yeah, remember when they called Mortal Kombat 9, they just called it Mortal Kombat because they kind of almost want to disguise what number it was, because I think they were trying to reboot the series again. And now they're doing it again. MK1 is disappointing. Oh, that's... How many times could you do the same kind of gameplay over and over and over before it gets boring? Yeah, you can get, like, how many times you can add, like, Terminator with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Rambo or Freddy Krueger, RoboCop before. How many times could you do that before it just gets old? So, I think, honestly, I think it's time for them to cool its jets on Mortal Kombat. Minus the movies. I mean, we only had that one movie recently. But as the games, I think they need to cool it down. I'm playing Uncharted 4 as we speak. Oh, that's cool. I never got into Uncharted games. I hate to say that, but I'm more into more retro and stuff. And I'm more into, if I want to play anything modern, a lot of times I like Nintendo stuff. But I did pick up a Star Trek game for the PS5, and it's fun, but I want it to be something like you control the starship and not it just going through a storyline. Kind of like how they had the Star Trek VR without the VR part. But oh no, still want to. Oh, I didn't hear about that before. I might even have Top Gun on Famicom, probably. If I don't play Top Gun, I mean, I do have Top Gun 1 and 2. In the box. But, I just realized something. I could have cut through this earlier. Really? Oops. Yeah, remind me. I mean, I don't... Sometimes I get easily distracted. I'm like, ooh, I want to play this. It's kind of like how I've been wanting to play Sega CD games and Sega 32X game. And then I look at the collection and say, ooh, I want to play some Xbox games now. And then I bought the Vectrex game. Now I'm like, Vectrex. And I'm like, ooh, I want to play some Vectrex. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I definitely have that. Whoa, what the fuck? All these people just cut me off. You're probably correct. I don't think I was officially diagnosed with ADD or ADHD, but I'm probably sure I have one of them. Because back in the day, I used to take Ritalin. They never said, hey, Casey, you got ADD, or they never said that to me. I guess that was before they have a term for it. I didn't like I didn't like Ritalin, because what Ritalin would do to me, I blame a lot of me getting fat because of that. Because, I mean, nowadays I can't really blame it now, but as a child, I will blame it on that. Because I take Ritalin, and I would have no appetite until that thing wears off. Then I would binge. Like, I would go to school and not really eat anything. Because, one, you always hear, oh, school's food is awful. And I'm sure school food is not as awful as people make it to be. It's probably even better nowadays than when I was as a kid. But, I was scared because, I mean, that's initiative out there like, oh, all school food suck. Or you would bring your own food with you. The only thing I would always eat was the fries. I think it's the fries. I wouldn't eat the hamburgers at school. But Ritalin, yeah, it would kill my appetite until I get home, and then I binge. And then I feel like I'm more serious. I feel like almost like a completely different person. Like I said, I feel like I'm serious. But, oh gosh. I do focus more. I know I still have that problem with focusing. Unless, like, I'm at work, I'm focusing on... I can focus on work if I'm, like, listening to something. Is that a copper on the bike? Or that might be just a biker waiting for something. Saw a sheriff car a little bit ago. But when I'm at work, a lot of times I can focus at work. Like, if I can put, like, music or listen to podcasts, I can focus at work, like, do my task. I just hate when I'm at work I'm done with something and then I'm waiting for approval to get my next job, and then I feel like I have to wait, and I hate that, and I hate just standing around. I prefer doing something. I don't care getting my next job or what, but if I'm doing like this, it's easy for me. Like, I talk about a subject, and I'll be like talking about it, and then I'll start veering off onto a completely different subject because all I want to talk about, like, this is the topic, and then I want to tell you about this though, and then this becomes the new topic, even though this is where I should be. So yes, I probably still have ADD or ADHD. So I think having Ritalin was a bad idea, but I didn't realize I hear Ritalin was kind of type of speed. And it didn't seem like it sped me up. And honestly, there's no harm saying one way or another because, hey, both my parents are gone now. Yeah, I don't know if I want to. Let's just say there's some drug-related stuff with my Ritalin. I just don't want to cause any problems. But I didn't realize it because I still don't try to do anything like that. Like, I don't want to take any pain meds if I don't have to. I don't want to take muscle relaxers if I don't have to. And I know, like, hey, if I'm going to take a pain med or a muscle relaxer, I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to stay home and chill. Because I'm not going to do something stupid, like taking that and go on the road. That's just doing something completely stupid. Uh-oh. See lights. Someone got pulled over. Holy shit. There's a cop car with another cop car. Yeah, they must have just released someone. Unless they just pulled over another cop car. But I bet what it is, they just got released a cop car. I mean, they released the person who got pulled over and now they're just talking. Gosh. I'm surprised how long I can talk. I have me my drink here. I figure I would have a sip eventually. But I'm doing good right now. I think tonight would be a good night. I'm going to try to have a special guest come on for a short time. Hopefully my special guests, actually I got a couple special guests if they decided to join us tonight. And if either one doesn't show up, it's no big deal, but I would love to see these two show up. But I'm in talks with Filthy Mouth Gamer, and I'm thinking what we'll do is people said they enjoyed the interview with Filthy Mouth Gamer that me and him did. And I think what we should do next time is we'll continue where we left off, but this time we'll do it. We'll do it live. and then we'll start off where we left off, and then we can take questions from the chat. So, hopefully we'll get a chance to do that sooner than later, because I really enjoyed chatting with Filthy Mouth Gamer. He was a great guy to chat with. What's crazy if on the show, on the two videos, is that when I was recording, I could not see Filthy at all. On my end, all I saw was his logo, and I was in the corner. Like, if you're on a Skype call, your window is going to be a small window in the corner. Well, he had the big window with just his logo with me in the corner, and I was hoping it would capture his video or a visual, and then luckily it did. I don't know if he didn't realize, because I told him, like, when we went live, when we started recording, it was like, fuck it, let's just do it without, your visual. But luckily, it did record his visual. God. See, right now, if people is driving this direction where I'm heading towards Bartlesville, yes, you would think there's nothing here. You would see a house here, a house there, but then you see a ton of grassland. And I don't know why people are like, oh, Oklahoma is flat. Right now I see all these hills, so that is not flat to me. I can understand that they're like, oh, there's nothing here to do. Well, like, yeah, if you're in some no-name podunk town that barely breaks 1,000 people, yeah, there's nothing to do. If you live more closer to the city, then there's going to be way more things to do. Just gonna... Like, when I was in Pennsylvania for 9 years. And then I knew my routes I like to do to go to the game stores. Like, the game stores at the flea markets. Like, I could be gone for like 3, 4, 5 hours driving around to all these places. Like, I would live just outside Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, and then I would travel to, I think it's Wind Gap, and then went from Wind Gap to just outside of Philadelphia to go to the Classic Game Junkie, and then come all the way back to just outside Jim Thorpe. And there would be stops on the way there to the Classic Game Junkie. It's not like I'm going to go over there and take a shot and like, oh, this sucks, because I have so many places that I hit. Like, I would go to some places and like go further out and, oh, let's see where else to go. See if there's anywhere else I had ventured off to. Eventually, I would love to do this, is go to Texas. The game chase into Texas. Maybe into Dallas and come back up. That's something I would like to do, because I know it would take about 4 hours to go to Dallas for me. A little give or take about that time frame. And I'm willing to do that. And then, like, spend the night in Dallas, see if there's anything around Dallas, and then come back home. That's something, if I want to take, like, a week off, that's something I would love to do. And what's cool, I'm able to go live and do this with you guys, like I can do it right now. Dude, we have so many casinos here, it's crazy. I remember going to that one, the casino my dad, and my grandpa would go to that one every once in a while. But, I don't know, the last time I really went to a casino and spent anything was probably shortly after I came here. I used to like going to casinos just to spend maybe 20, 40, maybe $50 between, or maybe I'll do 100 and give 50 to myself and 50 to my late wife, and have a day with it. But nowadays I'm like, why to do that? Why would I just like, hey, maybe we get money out of this, maybe we're not, or I can go have a little adventure and get a game or two, something that I've been like to have, or even a whole stash of games. So when my gambling started petering away, my game collecting went like that. It's just absolutely beautiful out here today, bro. I mean, it's 50 degrees, but I mean, the visual around here is a beautiful area. I really hadn't ate anything. I might eat something in Bartersville. Oh gosh, that scared me. I might eat something in Bartersville. I think we're probably 20 minutes away, give or take. I see Nicky J just went live playing Battlefield. I like Nicky J. I'm not trying to start any bullshit, but I have no problems with Nicky J. I think he's a cool dude. I would love to be able to chat with him more often. But he does surround himself with some toxic people. And I don't care if this gets to certain people, because fuck them. They would take a hint of truth, and they like to spin it further, because they like to say that I harassed Gina J. I like Nicky J. I mean Gina J. Is it Gina J? Gina. Because me and Gina, we're still friends. Anytime she shows up and we're in the same thing, chat, say hi, and whatever. I was doing this bit, and I know she knew I was kidding. I was doing it where I would say, today's Monday, and I would say, will you marry me? And I knew she was in a relationship, so I was doing it as a joke. And some people took that, they're like, oh, you're harassing her. Like, Gina, how bad, she should have said something, and I would totally... And I did apologize to her if I was pushing it too much. And I was like, you know what? I didn't want to give those guys a little too much credit. So, I told Gina, I was like, Gina, like, you know I was kidding, right? Like it's just a bit. But see, the thing is, a lot of times I was in there, I figure, hey, I'm in here, like, in this Discord, having a little fun, and people are kidding around, and then we had, fuck it, you'll have fucking Geddy Lee. He thinks he's funny, but he'll do all these, like, dead wife jokes. For a while, like, okay, I get it. Ha ha ha. Then I was starting to get to the point, I was like, okay, enough. And I even asked him, can you please stop that? And no, he continued to do it. You're doing it maliciously, so you're a fucking piece of shit. Like, I can take a joke, but, like, if it's something a little hardcore as, like, a dead wife, and I ask you, please stop doing that, and you don't, you're a piece of shit. And I don't care if this gets back to him. He can kiss my ass if I'll... But, and this probably is getting back to him, so fuck you. And then Extreme Shaft, he likes to take it to the streams as well, like where he talks shit about Drew. Because yes, every once in a while Drew likes to have a drink, and oh my god, he likes to have, like, every once in a while to get drunk on the weekends. Hey, you know what? The guy deserves to have a drink or get drunk during the weekends. When the guy is a responsible husband, he holds down a big-time job. He's a responsible father, and you call him an alcoholic. And then, what's up, Ryan the Heel? What's up, bro? Good way to veer from that for a second, but welcome, Ryan the Heel. And then he takes a shot at my buddy, the Rose, where he was saying that the Rose was picking his nose on camera. I'm sorry, I'm going to take my buddy's Rose word over Extreme Shaft, especially when he had no proof. And if, like, I do this, that doesn't, I picked my nose, even that. Or wipes his, I think he said something, maybe wipes his boogers on his sleeve. Like, what an asshole. And then, like I said, as for, it's a lot of stupid bullshit, Ryan. I don't know how I got to this. I remember I saw Nikki J going live, that's what. And then the whole thing with me with Extreme Shaft was using, he had a hint of truth, where I did feel bad a little bit with Gina, but I was 99% sure she knew I was kidding. And then I stopped during the whole thing. Would you marry me? bit every time I saw her. Because she's a sweet woman. She doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. And I knew she was in a relationship, so, and obviously I was not going to put her in trouble in person relationship. For me, if someone's in a relationship, I try not to involve myself in that relationship. Because I tried to be like, okay, this person's off limits. I'm not saying I'm perfect, like, maybe that hasn't close to happened before. And I never said it was perfect, but Stream Shaft and Geddy Lee, they like to stir the pot to the point where, you know, they're just toxic people. And I mean, I love to chat with Nicky J, but if I had to deal with those two in his Discord, you know what? It's not worth it. I don't need his drama in my life. I mean, the people in his Discord drama in my life. But you know, I get ain't pussy. I'm not gonna pull like a where I'm gonna take down this video afterwards. It might go private for a second because it's nothing I did. Oh, I agree with Ryan the Hill. Stirring the pot really gets you nowhere in life. I agree with that. I mean, especially the older you get, you just want to just, you know, get along with people. You try to have fun with life. What sucks, the older you get. Hey, TSS, man, what's up? I'm doing better. I'm starting to get over this bronchitis that I've been dealing with at least since Wednesday. Probably could have been for a couple weeks, but been really bad since Wednesday. Still dealing with it a little bit, but I'm good. How you are doing, my friend? But before I saw TSS, I was going to say the older you get, you start losing stuff. Like you lose family members. You don't see your friends as much as you did. And learn to cope. So you have to roll with the punches. And try not to use the loss of family members. I hadn't really had any of my friends die on me that I know of. No, that's not true, but like high school friends from school, there's one I know is dead, but I'm 99% sure it's not like anything bad related. I think it was health related. But I try not to use anything like, oh, my mom died, or my dad died, my wife died, as a crutch. Because you can use that crutch at the moment. What's up, NES Wizard? You might be brand new, unless you're under someone else's, used to be someone else using a different name, but if you're a new person, welcome. We're usually a little bit better content than this, but when I've been driving over in an hour and you just chatting, sometimes your mind goes to the dark side of your minds. Like you have more than one mind, you know. So I'm about. Oh, that's cool. You're brand new. Welcome. I hope you enjoy all the content I have made. So this lot where I'm at actually holds 2 very good stores. There's one up coming up now. Have you? Welcome. I'm about to head up a store. I believe it's called B Villains. They used to be in a different store. They moved recently to another one, to a way bigger store, to this mall. And what's cool, it's in this mall, is that it's closer to another game store I go to. It's called Game Exchange. So, let me see if I can turn this bitch around. Yeah. Right there. B Villains. Good store. Haven't been down here because it takes me an hour to get down here. Too bad. I'm a little closer than I was before since moving, but and we don't have a lot of game exchanges around here either, because there's this other chain that ran them out called Vintage Stock. They're a good chain too, but the thing is, they ran them out and now they kind of run the show in the city. Second Charles. When I was in Pennsylvania, yes, I did. There was one it's funny you said that. There's a one in Whitehall, Pennsylvania that I used to go all the time after work. And if you watch Pat the NES Punk, there's a video of one of the things he talks about in my story is the collector who found a Panic restaurant. That's me. So he got over 100,000 views on that. Happy for him, but if you want to get the whole story, maybe if you guys remind me about that next time when I'm about to travel again, I can give you guys that story. But go watch Pat the NES Punk on Panic Restaurant about a collector finding it or something like that. That's my story. But here we don't have Second Charles. Second Charles is like a Vintage Stock, but it's like if you put a Vintage Stock in a building in like a bookstore. And that's what St. Charles is. So it's like St. Charles is a bookstore, a huge chunk of a bookstore. Then they sell musical stuff, toys, video games, movies, and like little stuff here and there. I wouldn't doubt if they sell like all types of knickknacks or like Funko Pops. I wouldn't doubt that. But what Vintage Stock does is that they sell CDs, and they do too, records, movies, toys, video games. Did I say movies? I think I did. And now lately they've been selling like paint guns, and weapons like knives, swords, fake nunchucks, little throwing daggers. Like, hold on, knives. Some people think, I don't know, that's a good question. Some people think they're going full third party. You know what? I don't blame them if they decide to do that, because Xbox is not where, in the hardware business, no, it makes sense. In the hardware business, they're not making money off that. So why don't they go third party? They'll be the biggest third party next to like EA, you know? So I think it'd be way better if Microsoft goes third party, because they have so many studios, and then they got Game Pass. I think it's a smart idea for them to get out, because, you know, it'll leave it down to Nintendo and Sony. There might be a new contender in there. I would have no idea who might be the new contender, because it ain't Google Stadia anymore. But, you know, someone's going to try to pull the trigger on that. But, oh yeah, the only place where you can buy Super Mario Brothers 3, a DVD of Goodfellas, and a samurai sword. What else more can you ask? You want? Yeah, because one of the swords, honestly, I want the Master Sword. The other sword I've been dying to get. Every once in a while they would have is the sword from Thundercats from back in the day, and I wanted that one. And one store had the dagger that used to be where it's the penis sword, you know, when it's the great. Someone never watched the Thundercat, it's like a penis. You had the dagger that grows into a full-fledged penis sword, you know, because it grows out from a dagger to a full-fledged sword. So it just reminds me of a penis. But they would have the full-fledged sword from Thundercats, and they had one time I saw them have the dagger version, and I wanted dagger so badly. And then they had the nunchucks from Thundercats too. But yeah, I'm thinking, well, after I hit this place, I'll go to Game Exchange, and then I'll go live again. So give me about an hour-ish, and I'll be back. Alright, guys? See ya.